everyone, I am finally coming to you with a little tour of my sunroom. Those of you who've been following my channel know that I've been working on this room and have wanted to finish it ever since I moved in last December. It's the first time I've ever had a sunroom, so it's been fun to just kind of collect things this summer and work on it slowly. A number of you have asked about it, and so thanks for your interest, and I'm excited to just show you where it's at in the process now. I was not planning to use blue in the sunroom, but one night I was at TJ Maxx and they just had a couple items that had this beautiful blue, and they just all kind of aligned and fit together. So I was like, if the stars align, let's do it. So that's how I ended up with some blue, and I'm really loving it. This stand is one I got off of my sister's trash pile. She was getting ready to throw it away, and I was like, hey, I think that I could repaint this, repurpose it, because I was needing some furniture for the sunroom. So I just tightened it up. It's still a little wobbly, painted it, and just kind of aged it a little bit. And I'm really loving how it's looking. I would probably go back sometime and fill the nail holes with some putty. I did not do that at the time, but I think it would look better if that would be filled in. I had thought maybe I could just cover it up with some books and things, but it's still showing a little bit. I got these at a local thrift store for 25 cents each, which I was pretty impressed with. So I'm going to try to hang these up in the corner. I have hooks on each corner. The plant stand is from a local thrift store. I paid $10 for it, which is a little more than I usually like to pay for something like this at a thrift, but I really needed a plant stand, so I decided to just go with it. Here's a little stand I got at Goodwill for $3, which I was very happy with. I wasn't sure at first if I wanted to paint it or not. I am trying to decide is what to do with this. This stand here I got at Goodwill for $3, and I just love it. I love kind of the wicker look at the bottom that I think will fit well with the sunroom. But I was messaging my sisters and I was like, do I paint it or don't I? And I did decide to go ahead and paint it. I wasn't sure if I wanted to like keep the warm look of the wood. And if I would have it to do over with, I would probably keep the little woven part, just keep that, the brown look. But overall, I do love how it turned out, and I think the white also looks really nice in the sunroom. The little stool here is also one I got at a garage sale or somewhere, I believe, and repainted. Probably didn't pay much for it at all. I have been loving having more live plants around. The teardrop plant is actually one that I'm babysitting for my mom right now. This teardrop one is mine. I had divided that out a couple weeks ago and really loving how well it's coming back. And and I think I'm going to need to transplant. You can see how bushy that one's getting. I'm going to need to transplant some of these and put them in other pots. I had a little bit of trouble knowing how to style this basket. You can see that I put a couple different things there, and I would love to hear your comments on which ones you like the best. This summer I was at a garage sale that had lots of cheap stuff. It was like the last day of the sale and they had 50% off, and this bench was 25 cents. So I grabbed it up and gave the top a paint and just love how it looks in here. The plant is from my neighbor lady who was getting rid of plants, and she just gave this to me. As I was editing the video, I realized that I think it would look better if that plant would be sitting up a little, so I might put something underneath and switch out the pot. One of the things I want to do yet is switch out some of these pots. These are just from my mom's storage, and she very generously is letting me use them for now. It just takes me a little bit of time sometimes to think about what I want, and pots are expensive, so I want to make sure I get what I want. As you can see, I have been using the Sunroom some already and really enjoying it. I think I'll enjoy it even more when I have a little bit better seating. The hammock there that you see my mom holding, I think I'd like to hang that up yet and just get a little bit more comfortable seating. And I think I'll just really use this little haven in my home a lot.
Where's the light switch?
Oh, you want to turn the light off? Here's your popcorn.
Is 2, Officer Flamingo?
No, my racing.